My name is Ashka.
Y'all, my name is Jackie.
Hi, I'm Jordan.
Hi, I'm Shawny.
Hi, my name is Sabrina.
Hi, my name's Sarah.
Hi, I'm Darnell.
Hi, I'm Krishna.
My name is Palmer Zita.
Hey guys, my name is Simone. This is Simone Says, and me and some of my classmates would like to welcome you guys to your very first year in college, undergrad, grad school, whatever it is. Welcome, you made it. We would also like to give you guys some tips on how to have a great start to a great year. So since we do not have time to waste time, let's get into it. So we are second year optometry students, but the tips that we are about to share with you guys can apply to any level of education. So let's get started.
This is my biggest piece of advice to any incoming freshman.
My biggest piece of advice.
My biggest advice to somebody starting their first year.
And the best pieces of advice I could give you guys
Is one, academically, expose yourself to the information as much as possible. Cramming is an excellent way to challenge yourself. However, it is ill recommended. Get through those lectures, those PowerPoints, even if it's a little bit every day, and you will thank yourself in the long run.
Review as much as you can. Review the lecture before you have it, while you're having it, pay attention, and then after the lecture is over, I would go back and review it so that by the time the exam comes, you don't have to get through as much.
Plan out everything that you do. Be organized. Everything that you're doing, whether it's laundry, working out, studying, just write it down somewhere. Get a rough estimate so you plan your free time accordingly, because you don't get a lot, trust me.
The most important thing to remember is to keep a planner. Make sure you're writing down everything you have to get through, so that you're staying on top of tasks and you remain goal-oriented.
So I talk about planning and scheduling how much you are studying in a day. That way you're not spending your entire day studying, because that can become very tiring very quickly. And for myself, I have a planner and 2 calendars that are on my wall. That way I can visually see what I need to do for every single day, every single week, whatever it is. And this allows me to stay more organized with my study schedule.
My biggest piece of advice would definitely be to find what works best for you. So in terms of figuring out how you learn and study best, it's going to be a process of trial and error, but give it a shot. It will really be worth it.
Figure out your study strategy. Studying in undergrad and optometry school are 2 very different things. So figure out what works for you and cut out what doesn't.
Invest in a tablet, touchscreen laptop, whiteboard, some sort of visual learning tool. It just saves you so much time, because you can't just learn just by reading your notes. You have to visually go through it.
You'll for sure hear professors say that you should be studying actively, and this really is a true statement. You want to make sure that you're learning and processing the information in the way that you can recollect it. So whether this be using flashcards or quizzing each other, just make sure you're not just passively reading over things.
Is to actively study your notes as you're taking them and take your notes every single day. This puts you in a really comfortable position where you can relax a little bit and you can take some time for your physical and your mental health.
Now, I've talked about study strategies a lot, and I realized early on that I had to find a different way to study, because what I was doing in undergrad was not going to work for grad school, for me at least. And not only this, I think it's also really important to find multiple different study strategies that work for you, just because sometimes different courses require you to study different ways in order for you to retain the information better. Trust your instincts with your studying. I remember during orientation, we had different professors saying study all day, all night, go for like a 1 hour, jog or hike or something, and then come back and just spend all of your days, weekends studying, because it's just different. Grad school is completely different than undergrad, and it's just going to be very overwhelming, so make sure you stay on top of it. And I remember my first test, I took that advice, and I took that advice from older students, and I completely changed the way that I studied, and I didn't do as well as I thought I would. And after the first test, I reflected and realized that I know myself best. I know how well I study. I know, what I need to do and what time frame I need to have in order to achieve my best results. And after I trusted myself and went back to what I learned about myself in undergrad, I was able to flourish. So I would really say don't fall for the peer pressure and make sure you really learn yourself. Now, if you trust yourself and you realize there are some things that you need to change, then do that. But make sure you do what's best for you, because everyone does not learn the same.
The most important thing to remember is to stay focused and motivated.
Stay motivated. Stay motivated. Stay motivated. And you can clearly see why that one is so important. Stay motivated. Stay motivated.
Number 2, make sure you have break days. Don't study every single day 24/7. Allot yourself half a day, one weekend, one 3 hours in the night, like whatever it is. Just give yourself some free time so you're not burnt out by the end of the week.
Is to take breaks. All the long hours of studying can be very stressful on a person, so it's important to take time between each lecture or PowerPoint to just slow down and de-stress. It can be really beneficial.
And lastly, what to really remember is not to compare yourself to other people. Some people may look like they have everything together and they have nothing together, whereas other people may look like a mess, but they have everything together. So this is really your journey. Just focus on yourself.
Try not to compare yourself to your peers. It's going to feel inevitable, but you know how you work best, so try to focus on that.
These are unfortunately 2 lessons that I had to learn for myself. It is so easy to want to compare yourself to others because you want to get a sense of if you are doing well or if you're falling behind. Just really kind of give yourself some kind of reference point. But realistically, at least in my opinion, I think it's more important that you are doing well by, first of all, the standards of the school. Are you passing according to what marks you should be having in the school's eyes? And then also, are you doing well in terms of your own standards? What standards have you set for yourself, and is that what you are meeting? Now let's talk about burnout. I have burned myself out more times than I can count, and it is so easy for me to do so because I have this go personality sometimes. And I'm starting to realize that it is so important to start to prioritize taking breaks. I've said this before, you need you to get through this. Taking breaks is so important.
Make sure you really find time for yourself. You're gonna be busy, you're gonna be in class all day, you're gonna be studying for tests and doing homework assignments, but it's very important to focus on you. Take time for yourself every day, at least a couple times a week, to really do something that you enjoy, because if you can't give your all to yourself, you're not gonna be able to give your full to your schoolwork. So make sure, whether you're hiking, watching TV, my guilty pleasure is Netflix, going out for a run, going shopping, hanging out with your friends, do something that really makes you happy, because school is not going to always make you happy all the time. So you really need to make sure that you are yourself happy.
My advice to you is, first, get involved. Don't be afraid to join student organizations just because of a heavy coursework or heavy course load.
It would be to make connections with your classmates and your professors, as these will be your future colleagues. Make sure you have a good group of friends who you're willing to share your successes and your failures with.
My second tip is to network. Go to conferences. They're a great way to get exposure to the career or profession that you're interested in. They have lots of opportunities that you can gain exposure to.
You're not studying for an A on a test anymore. You're studying to be a competent optometrist that can provide the best care to your patients. So with that in mind, while you're studying, the grades are just going to follow.
And my last tip for success is reach out for help as soon as possible if you feel like you're struggling with any aspect of optometry school.
And last but not least, you're never alone. We've all been really stressed and overwhelmed, but we've made it through. So just know that you will too.
And I think this goes for any profession. If you are in a program where after you graduate, you are supposed to be ready to go into the field, it is so important that you are prepared for that. Study with that in mind. You are not studying just to get an A or just to pass a class or a course or whatever it is. You are working towards a goal that you have for yourself.
It's most important to remember that this is a marathon and not a sprint.
You will have to make sacrifices. Don't let one of those sacrifices be your health. I really mean that. You pay a lot in tuition. Do not add hospital bills on top of that. Make sure you're eating on time. Make sure you are sleeping on time. Make sure you're eating full meals. Make sure that if you're feeling stressed or anxious, go and get some help. There's resources out here for you.
So that's it. Good luck.
And you guys will definitely make it through and you're gonna have a great experience. So buckle up.
Good luck, and I know you guys are going to do great.
And you are here for a reason. You got this. Best of luck to all of you guys, and congratulations.
There's a reason why you entered optometry school, and there's a reason why you've made it this far. So use that to your advantage and use that as motivation to keep going, especially when times get tough. Lastly, as cliche as it sounds, enjoy every single moment. Going through first year in a pandemic really makes you realize some of the things that you may have taken for granted. So truly enjoy every moment, and best of luck.
Congratulations on your further schooling. I wish you the best of luck.
I literally could not have said it better myself. It is so important to realize that you need you to get through this, no matter what level of education that you are going into. Take care of yourself. Do not drop things that make you happy simply because you want to study more. Enjoy them in moderation. Wherever you are in your journey, congratulations. You deserve all the success that you have worked so hard for and all the future success that you are working towards. Do not ever reduce your accomplishments to a mere step to the next step. They are accomplishments, period, and should be celebrated as such. Even for myself, this is something that I am still learning. You will do amazing things this year. This year will be amazing because you are amazing. I really hope that these tips helped you guys in any way, even if it was just one of the tips. If you are an incoming student and you have tips for other incoming students, or if you are a upperclassman and have tips for your freshmen, your fellow classmates, leave them in the comment section down below. If you haven't already, please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Those really help my channel out. Make sure that you are subscribed and you have the post notifications turned on. That way you're notified when my next video goes live. And also follow me on Instagram because I am planning on doing another video similar to this one, and I definitely want the help of you guys. And until next time, guys, stay hydrated, stay motivated, and mind your business. It's gonna be a great year. You guys got this. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.